The latest now, as the Arizona's Independent Redistricting Commission has approved a new redistricting map for Arizona. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink joining us in studio with more on how the map impacts us here in southern Arizona. Eric.
Well, good evening, Priscilla. Right now, 5 Democrats and 4 Republicans make up Arizona's congressional delegation. Those 9 districts have been redrawn for the next 10 years. Now, the majority of southern Arizona districts, they're down here in the southern part of our state. They are used to voting in CD2 and CD3. Now that's changing to CD6 and CD7. One party chair I spoke with today says the new maps are less competitive, and she argues that puts her party at a disadvantage. Arizona's Independent Redistricting Commission, made up of 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and an independent, have finalized the congressional maps that will be put in place for the next decade and used for the first time in next year's midterm election. Most of southern Arizona is concentrated in the newly created CD6 and CD7. Former CD2, which is now CD6, has long been a competitive district, with Democrat Ron Barber winning in 2012, Republican Martha McSally securing the seat for 2 terms in the fall of 2014, and Democratic Congresswoman Ann Kirkpatrick taking the seat 4 years later. Kirkpatrick, who currently represents CD2, is retiring next year, leaving the soon-to-be CD6 seat open. The district is now drawn to show a slight party ID advantage for the GOP, something that disappoints Pima Dems chair Bonnie Heidler.
It's not going to represent southern Arizona as southern Arizona is today. And we have now a highly competitive district that has proven that it is representing how Arizona has changed over the last 10 years. It has continued to change.
Heidler's GOP counterpart believes the districts are fair.
We have a larger Republican population in the state of Arizona, followed second by independents and then Democrats. But when you have a district that's a 2.37 and R plus 2.37, that means that that's up for grabs.
10-term Democratic Congressman Raul Grijalva is preparing to launch his re-election bid. Grijalva will look to win in now CD7, a traditionally safe district for Democrats that now encompasses Tucson's Sam Hughes neighborhood, just a sliver of the very big CD7.
We have more of Pima County, more of the city of Tucson, more of southern Arizona, and it's included the border communities of Bisbee and Douglas. This final map that they approved leans Republican in districts, especially the toss-up districts.
And incumbent Democrat Tom O'Halloran, who represents Arizona's 1st congressional district, announced today he'll run for re-election this fall in CD2. That's a changing district next year. To take a look at Arizona's new final congressional maps, all of it, just head to KVOA.com. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.